Hello, this is Sabina at Cross Keys Crafts. First of all, apologies if I sound a bit nasal. I've got a bit of a head cold, but not too bad. It's this time of year, isn't it? It's September, but it feels like November. But yeah, I'm okay. So, I'm coming to you from the mess on my craft table. I'm glad my camera is that low so you can't see the mess I'm hiding in the back there. But I've also got a bit of a pile here, because I would like to create 2 cards today. These again are inspired by a video by Patty Dolan, but I did not watch her with video. I just saw the thumbnail and I took a screenshot of that, and I thought, well, I just try to recreate this from what I've seen. And it's a corner fold card. I've never made one of those before, and I thought they again look great to use up my pattern paper. And for my pattern paper, I have chosen this pack here. This is from Dovecraft, Naughty on Ice, and I'm sure I bought that about 2 years ago. This is just paper, so it is 150 GSM, so this is just for the layering. I got this from DIY Crafts, but I checked only yesterday for some other paper and I couldn't see any Christmas stuff anymore there. But you might be able to get this somewhere else, or you might have already bought it. Because what I bought a few weeks ago, and which made me choose this now, is I got some matching ephemera. And these were so cheap. That was in the summer sale. So I've got washi tape stickers that go with these. I've never used washi tape stickers before, but I was intrigued by that, and I thought if I'm bulk make cards like for charity that I was thinking about, it's great to have things that are ready for toppers. And the other things I bought were these here. They're actually called character toppers, so they just go with all the characters on the pattern paper, and I think the pack was about 25p. I also bought, just wanted to show you this, I also bought glittered foam stickers. Again, I think they would be great for toppers, and again, I think these were about 25p each. So sometimes you can get stuff like that. If you don't have anything like that, I've got a few videos on my channel, probably from 2 years ago, where I used gift tags from Home Bargains. So you know, you don't need to buy expensive toppers. And the other thing that you might have, which is also included in this pack, is like pattern paper that has got, these are like tags, gift tags that even got a hole in there, and these have got like oval embellishments, so you could maybe cut things out of your patterned cardstock. So let me just pop these away for the moment. I have already prepared a few things, ignore that, we might need that later. So I have cut 2 card bases, but I just start with 1 card. This is 4 inches by 6 inches, and I've just cut this from an A4 card, so cut it from 8 1/4 to just 8 inches, scored it in the middle, and then cut it to the length of 6 inches, which leaves me with a funny width for the other side, but I wanted to have it properly 6 inches this time and not 5 7/8 like I usually do. So, and then I've cut some, sorry, I need to show you these first, some matting layers. Again, I'm using a lightweight cardstock, not my usual heavyweight cardstock. And I've cut this one here to 3 7/8 by 5 7/8. So really just a smidgen slimmer, because I just want to have this little edge. Let me just zoom in just a little bit. And then I've cut 2 pieces of patterned paper. I've got this one here to go with the orange card base and this one to go with the red card base. This is 3 3/4 by 5 3/4, and that will sit here on the front. So, but before I stick the mats down, well, I can't glue these together, I believe, because we were hiding the top edge. This has to be scored and folded because it's called a corner fold. So, as I said, I haven't watched Patty Dolan's video. I would just do that with my ruler and with a scoring tool. So, all you need to do is, from that top left corner there, you just pick a corner here. It doesn't even have to be precise. Let me just have a look how far low I would go. Yeah, maybe 2 inches. So it's no exact measurement involved in this. I'm just taking this scoring tool because I can't find my other one at the moment. I will actually, found about this, I will put a silicone mat underneath, because then you get a bit of a better impression than just doing it on my craft table. As I said, just like this. Just making sure I'm catching the fold there. Yeah, because this will be folded over and this will create the corner fold. So now you see why I haven't cut it before, because I need to measure how far I went down there and I need to cut this piece accordingly. But I will glue these together first. And I'm just using my magic glue here. Magic glue I find is okay for paper if I burnish it enough and press it down enough. Sometimes I'm struggling and it gets very lumpy. Well, many glues do, so I'm just using my bond folder and just press the glue down whilst it's still wet. But you could also use just a glue stick, that would be fine. So, and I know that this top corner, yeah, that one obviously is fine, but I need to measure that corner. And I think what I'll do is I'm going to set this aside here. Let me just zoom in. I'm not sure how well the camera picks up that score line. So I'm just aligning it here where I would glue it down and mark on the back of this piece with a pencil. It's actually a watercolour pencil, where I would have to cut it. So I would have to cut it a little bit lower because I want to leave some edge, and I can see the score line here, so I'm going just a few millimeters below that. And then I can connect this line, and I will just cut this with my scissors. I could use my guillotine, but most of this will be hidden anyway, if not all of it. hope I'm not going too much off camera because I'm so zoomed in now. Apologies for that. So if I test it on the other side now, I can test if it sits nicely underneath there, and it will, because this will fold over. So for the top bit here, again we have to measure that, and this is something I only recently noticed that oh, her name's just slipped my mind. Drop Off Sunshine, her channel is called. Oh, Marta. That she does not measure things as such. She just, as I've just done, uses her pencil and just marks it like this where she needs to cut. So I shall be doing this as well. So again, I'm just marking here next to the score line. The score line is there, and I'm just marking there, and then I know where to cut. These, by the way, are the cut-offs from this here, from the A4 cardstock. So again, just connecting these. So again, I could use my, I will use my longer scissors though for that. Could use my guillotine, but I think I'll be fine. Make sure though you have got good scissors. So have I cut on the right side? Oh, should have marked it on the other side. Anyway, I can erase the pencils there. So I'm just checking that I've got an equal border all the way around, and if I haven't, I can actually, I need to go in a little bit with my cut there. This is where it could potentially get a bit wonky. Yeah. I think it's fine. I think it's fine. Sometimes a bit tricky if you've got a point like that. So let me just zoom out again, otherwise I think I go too much off camera. So I will erase that in a moment, the pencil line. So, and then I'm measuring my pattern cardstock the same way. And the idea is to have something contrasting. You could, if you wanted to, just use the cut off that I've lost somewhere on the table. Oh, this one here. You could theoretically, no, you can't use that because it's going the other way around, so forget about that. So I have chosen this one here. Because it's such a small piece, I would not choose pattern paper that is very has got very large images on it. That's why I chose this one here. So, and all I would do here now, same as before, lay this on here. Tell you what, I'll just cut it a bit smaller. It's cutting into this, easier to handle on the table. Sorry, I'm just trying to put it on the side of the chair, the other piece, and not for it to fall down. So again, I will lay the white one underneath, and then I'm going inwards again. I'm just thinking whether I should do it on the other side, whether that will be easier. Just make sure you have it the right way around. So this is definitely the front, so I'm turning it over to the back, and then have this one on the back. I think that will be easier. So again, I'm going in from there to there. And don't forget, it doesn't have to be perfect. It's a handmade card. It's not shopboard. So if anything is a little bit wonky, it doesn't matter. So, and then just check it again, whether it's got an even edge. That'll be fine for me. Can you see? So I'm just finding my eraser. I'm going to erase this, and then I'm going to glue these down. This one, well, first of all, we glue down this on the front. Let me just zoom out again. Sorry about this. I think my brain's got a bit of a fog due to the cold. And then this will get glued down here. So I quickly do this off camera. So I've stuck both panels down. When you stick this one down, you can actually open the card up, and it's a little bit easier than to press it down. Also make sure you've got both these tips stuck down properly. And yeah, so all I need to do now is to glue this one down and to add the topper. And I thought about actually leaving that with a little bit of dimension, because the topper, I want to put some dimension on the topper, and I think the effect of the fold will actually be nicer if I put a little foam pad underneath this as well. So I'm just popping that in the corner there, and then folding this over, and I just press it down. So for the topper, I have chosen one here from this pack here. So this is the heart. I thought this goes really nicely with a candy cane. And from the washi tape pack, I've got one of those little hollies, and I thought that would nicely pick up the holly here. It's obviously, because it's a matching design, it's the same image there. So as I said, I've never used these before, so I just need to peel it off, and this actually fits nicely here on the top. I'm trying not to cover the Mary. Maybe I need to cover it just a little bit. Just about squeeze it there. But because it's see-through, can you see, it doesn't actually cover the Mary at all. But I thought this goes really nicely. So I can put this on foam as well. Here obviously I'm already on a level higher, so I don't need to put any foam there. So just maybe just 2 on this side, and then a little bit of glue on the other side. I think this will do. Putting it straight on my grid so I can see what I'm doing, making sure I've got even space on either side here, and then I'm just pressing it down. Yeah, I could maybe have done it with another foam pad there, but it's fine. Yeah, and you see how easy this was to make? I think I really like this. And what I like at the moment is these fun folds. They're great for using up the pattern paper I have never used. So I think this is a lovely look. So I will quickly create the other one just to show you another paper pack. And yeah, just pop in with just a little snippet after this. I just realised I forgot one thing, because obviously on the inside either you would have to have a panel that you cut down here, or, and I forgot about that bit, you actually need a little bit of pattern cardstock there as well. So I can either use this one here and make it look like it's a continuous one, or I'll have a look in a moment what this one looks like and do a little bit of a mix and match. Because all these papers theoretically work together, this might work as well to have that on the inside together with a white panel. So it might be an idea not to stick the pattern paper down to start with, but have this one separate, so that you can have a full white panel here and then put the patterned paper on that, if you know what I mean. So I'll have a go at that, as I said, with the second card, and then I'll show you the 2 finished cards. The cards aren't finished yet, but I just wanted to show you 2 things. So if you don't glue the whole panel of the pattern paper down, but cut it to size first, then you've got this bit left over, and you can actually use that and turn it over and use it here. I just needed to make some adjustments because we lose a little bit due to the score line, so this needed to be cut down a little bit here. But in order to find the right measurement now for the pattern piece, I just figured out, if I move this over, but not with the width I want, but twice the width. So if you picture it like this, can you see what I'm doing? Just holding it there. So this is twice the width I want there and twice the width I want here. I can then turn it over and just cut it here without actually measuring and using my pencil. Well, I have measured in a way. So, and then I can shove it over and have got the right width everywhere. Just need to, need to put it in place there. Maybe a little bit more than I wanted, but it'll do. And then I can stick this down here. Okay, my 2 cards are almost finished. I just wanted to show you and tell you a few things. First of all, I said I could have done with another pad here. And I just want to show you one technique how you can actually do that. I have put my little pad here, I've taken the release paper off, I've put this on the edge of like some residue, some leftover one, and I can actually slide this under here now, yeah, press it down and then pull this out, and then I've actually got the paper pad, the foam pad where I want it. So things I need to tell you. If you want to reuse the cut-off bit from this panel on the other card, make sure your fold is in the same, it has got the same measurements. So I actually measured that these here are scored in the same position, otherwise that's not going to work. So this one, I just used that cut-off from this pattern paper and just stuck it onto another white panel here. This again is 3 7/8 by 5 7/8, and then obviously it's clear where you write your greetings. Yeah, and I'm really pleased with this. I think this looks great. So with this one here, I was looking for a topper, and I really liked the little two elves here. But the actual topper has got this shape. And when I placed it on here, I thought it got lost a little bit. I was contemplating whether I should have a look if I've actually got a matching die. I probably haven't. But I only had this cut-off piece from when I created the card, and I didn't want to waste any more paper, so I thought, oh, maybe I just create, like a square behind this. And then I thought it's actually quite easy to cut a square from this, which is what I did just with my scissors, because you've got the little squares on here, and then I popped the square behind it. In my eye, it looks a bit wonky at the moment, but this is what it is. So I've popped a little of these washi tape stickers at the bottom because I had a little bit of glue spilled here, so they are great for that as well. I'm thinking whether I should put a little bow here to match or mimic the bows here on the presents, but I don't know that yet. I might do that at a later stage. And then I just used the cutter from here. This obviously now is a double layer of white cardstock because this had already been glued down on the white, but that works as well. And I put a little washi tape sticker in the side here. So yeah, so you basically get a sort of twofer, although I use different papers here. But yeah, I think this is another great way of using up some pattern paper. Obviously it's not just for Christmas, you can use all sorts of pattern papers, and I think it's a really easy card but with a nice effect, because it looks different from what you can get in the shops. Yeah, and if you like these cards, you might want to give me a thumbs up, and if you'd like to see more of what I'm creating, you might want to subscribe to my channel. I'd be very happy about that, and I'll see you soon with another video.